All right, yeah, clear. You can hear me. So currently now I have USD CHF, which is ranging. So we have the resistance level, we have the support level. So I'm expecting break of any of this resistance level or support. So this is technically what I'm expecting. This is where market is. I'm expecting probably market did a break and retest and continue the sell movement, right? That's exactly what I'm expecting. Market will continue the sell movement. So that's exactly what I'm expecting. Private market break this support. So if market fail to break this support and it still bounce back, it bounce on this support level. So probably do something like this, bounce on this support. If I see confirmation to actually buy, I'll buy something like this. And if I see a break of this resistance level, I will still be watchful of this mitigation zone, mitigation block. If there is any confirmation on the mitigation block, I will sell off. If there is no confirmation, that means the other block will be targeted, the OB, which is this high. So exactly what I'm expecting on USD CHF. But for now, no trade on USD CHF. So let's check another pair. USD JPY. On the 4 hour time frame, USD JPY shows a what? A very strong bullish momentum. Why did I know? How did I know that it's a very, very strong bullish momentum, right? So the thing is, the overall trend, if you zoom in, right, you zoom in, you see that the overall trend is bearish. Market is trying to sell. But when market reach a particular spot, when market reach this particular region, right, this particular region, market started to what? To form a bullish trend, which actually trend to this particular zone before it started retracing. So now this is what make me think market is gonna buy more. Is because market has been doing some kind of break of structure like this, break of structure, another break of structure, but at this spot was ranging break of structure a little bit, break of structure again. But look, instead of this particular zone to be respected, it doesn't get respected. Market violates its break structure again. Now, this particular zone is supposed to sell again, but market is not respecting its break structure. So I'll consider this zone the valid shift in market structure, which indicates that market has changed trend. Yeah, as I've taught you guys, those in the bootcamp and the advanced class, you should know that this is a shift in market structure now, like a change of character now, when a trend actually change. So I'll consider this as a valid shift. So, and after every shift, there's going to be a retracement, right? So which zone are we going to be selling from or buying from? That's the next thing we're going to be focusing on. So we've already picked our trend from the 4 hour time frame. If you check the time frame above here, you see that it's actually on the 4 hour time frame, right? On a 4 hour time frame. Let me show you. This is a 4 hour now, 4 hour time frame. So we have actually defined our trend, which give us a valid uptrend. You see, from here to here now to here. You see a valid uptrend, right? So we now switch to 1 hour to look for POI, our point of interest, a zone at which we will be expecting to buy from again. So the fact that we have a valid uptrend, we're now looking for a zone that we are gonna be buying from. So if you check and if you try to move your chart to edge, your right edge, like this particular region, if you move it to there, and you're able to see the other path of this side, like the uh left hand side here, you'll be able to see the chart's trend, which is a valid uptrend from this low to this high, right? Now, look at the recent break of structure. Where is the recent break of structure? The recent break of structure was here. This was the high that got broken, right? I want you to be following me as I'm analyzing this chart. So this is the recent break of structure, right? So let me delete this line. No, not this. Let me delete this line so I don't need it. So this is the recent break of structure. All you always need is a recent break of structure after you have identified your trend. So if you identify your trend to be uptrend, or the recent break of structure, this is the recent break of structure. So if we actually consider this a break of structure as well, this particular move when you see this rejection and push price to the upside. But if you look clearly, this rejection did not even give 50% of this expansion, like from this region to this region now. It doesn't even move to at least 50%. It should move to at least 50%. That is what you're gonna give me a valid retracement, right? Before market moves to the upside. As I've teach you guys you should know exactly when you see a valid retracement, right? When you see a valid retracement, when you see a valid retracement. So this is not a valid retracement. So rather we are expecting market to retrace to at least 50% or more. Yeah, market is actually at this 50% level. So there's what we call premium and discount. We actually buy at discount and we sell at premium. So technically we sell at the higher high, right? We sell high and we what? We buy low. So if you are buying low, that means our discount is actually at the lowest point. So this is our discount, this is our what? Our premium. So market has entered our discount zone. So we should be looking for market like entry confirmation, like a zone that we are going to be buying. We should be looking for buying opportunity at this region now. So the market has entered our discount level, market has entered our discount level now. So we are expecting a what? We are expecting a buy. So what are the zones that we can confirm our PO as our POI? Firstly, I said we talk about order block and what are the things that validate an order block. When you say a fair value gap and inducement, and when you see an unmitigated order block, that the order block has not been mitigated. You see from this low, this is the lowest point, right? This is the swing low. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the PO right now. So we are actually looking for our PO, point of interest, or some people call it area of values. So we are trying to look for our POI now. So we start from the low. From the low, this is the swing low. Now, how do you identify a swing low? The lowest point before a break of structure. This is the high. Before a break of this high, where is the lowest point? This is the lowest point. So people actually pick this as the lowest point, but as for me, this is the lowest point. Now, if you check from this lowest point and you are seeing the way market is continuing the movement right before the break. So this is the break now. This is where the break ended. So from all these moves, do you have any other block? Like, do we have any other block that we are not yet mitigated? If you check from here, what is another block? Another block is the last bearish candle before the impulsive buy or a last bullish candle before the impulsive sell. So now this is a buy, a last bearish candle before the impulsive buy. So this is from this low, this is the last candle before, right? This is the last sell candle before this buy. And market has come to claim it. That means this one is not part of our POI. This one has been claimed. So after this break again, right? So which one is the last bearish candle? This particular one is the last bearish candle here. And after market push to price to the upside, which break caused this break, market has not come back to mitigate this. So we consider this our first POI, right? So I'll consider this as my 1 hour demand zone, 1 hour demand zone. I just customize this. So if you want to customize, it's very, very easy to customize. So I'll consider this my 1 hour demand zone. So as for me, this is where I'm going to be looking to buy. You get this is where I'm going to be. So as for me, this is the zone I will be very, very convenient to buy from. Now, what are the things that support an order block that makes another block valid? Number one is if an inducement is very close to it. Number two is if there is fair value gap. Yeah, and number three is if that particular candle that actually makes another block sweep a liquidity, probably the previous low. So if you check the low, the previous low, does this candle actually sweep the liquidity? If you check very, very well, I'm trying to zoom it in now for you to see if that particular candle swept the previous low. This is the previous low now, this particular low. So if I have to bring this thing here, so that means this particular candle that we pick as our OB swept this low. You see, this is where this one is, and this is where this one is. So if you check the one, this is actually the lowest point away market is. So it's actually lower than this. So that means this particular order block swept the previous low, right? So we have seen the first confirmation, which is the sweep of liquidity, right? Sweep of liquidity. Let me try to use my trend line, which is sweep of liquidity. These are the things that you pay attention to. So this is sweep of liquidity now, all right? Come in, let me try to bring this up very close to you guys. So this is a sweep of liquidity now. So the other block was the one that swept the previous low. That's one of the things that we used to validate another block. Liquidity grab down. Liquidity grab is the same thing as liquidity sweep. So I've gotten another block that sweep liquidity. The next thing is, do we have an inducement very close to it, or is there a fair value gap? So after this other block, do we have any fair value gap? This was supposed to give us a fair value gap, but market just nipped in, so it doesn't really mean a fair value gap anymore. So after this break now, I'll consider this a shift, inner shift inside the internal shift in market structure. After this cell, this is the internal shift. Like don't mix it with the major structure, like this is the minor structure, the inside structure. So we call this shifts in market structure. After this shift, the first pullback is always considered after a shift or break of structure. The first pullback is always considered an inducement. So where is the first pullback? This is the first pullback. So this pullback is considered a what? An inducement. So as for me, this is my inducement, IDM. So this is my inducement, right? So now the only thing that we did not see here is a fair value gap. And if you actually check clearly from the overall trend, the fair value gap must fall under your discount or premium level. So this is the lowest point that we have drawn this thing to. So our market is actually at our discount price. So where is the only fair value gap that we see inside this zone, inside this discount zone, the only fair value gap we see is actually here. So this one is our fair value gap. So that makes it another valid point for market to, fair value gap only serve as magnet. Fair value gap always serve as magnet. So this is another thing that will attract price, and this is another inducement that will attract price. So what I'm expecting on USD JPY is a buy, and I've already identified my demand zone as you guys see clearly. So I'm expecting market to come here. So the moment market come here, I can decide to be an aggressive trader. I'll just place my entry here, my stop loss a little below here, giving me about 76 or 50 pips, but it's too much for me. 50 pips is too much for me. And I'll just target the next high, right? The next high, which is here. So which give about 6 RR, right? It's cool if I'm trading a bigger account, stop loss, I will not be in a drawdown with the stop loss pips. But if I want to be a conservative trader, that is when I'll wait for entry confirmation. The moment market reach my 1 hour demand, I'll switch down to lower time frame to 15 minutes. When market reach this 1 hour demand zone, market is trying to come in down now. It's trying to come down now. So I will be expecting markets to come down to this level. The moment market reach this level, I'll switch down to 15 minutes time frame to pick my entry, and I have my own entry confirmation. So that's all on USD JPY, That's all on USD JPY for me. We've analyzed uh the video is on recording. The video is on record. I'll post it on my YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I'll post it on my YouTube channel, and I will drop the link in the group as well to watch. There's recording. So this is USD JPY now on a 1 hour time frame. I'm expecting a buy from this 1 hour demand zone. So that's all for USD JPY. Let's check another pair. GP card was a very, very sweet pair. He actually like respects the analysis that I did from last week. This was from last week. I was expecting a buy from this zone, and market is expecting the buy now, especially pushing to the upside. So this was the first buy, second buy, just short buy before market break structure and come back to clear the liquidity at this zone. So let's check the possible entry for this week. What we are expecting for this week. Don't forget the USJPY that I analyzed earlier now. It might not actually happen today, but definitely gonna happen this week. So it's actually the overall trade. In every pair, if you are able to catch like one or two trade setup in a week for each pair. For example, now the Euro USD, and you're able to catch you analyze like 2 or 3 times. It might not even be 3 times. If you're able to catch three good setup on that particular pair for a week in 5 days, you are good to go. You don't need to be over trading. Over trading is gonna cost you a lot in your accounts, you get. So only if you want to be a scalper, you'll be opening the chart every day, every day, every day. You'll be trading every move on the lower time frame. Yeah. So for me, I'm not a scalper. I'm a day trader. I always have patience for my pair. So on 4 hour time frame, GP card is actually showing something like this. Who can tell me what type of trend is this? What type of trend is this on this GP card? The fact that we are on a 4 hour time frame. The fact that we are on a 4 hour time frame. Can someone tell me in the chat box what type of trend is this GBP card? So is there an uptrend? Is it a downtrend? Is it range? Like is it sideways? Anyone you feel like? So which type of time frame is this? I mean, which type of trend is this? GBP card, GPP card. What trend is this? Now, someone tell me. Those people that are in the boot camp, they should be able to identify trend. Oh. I taught you guys everything about trend. So you should be able to understand the trend now. So what type of trend is this? I'm asking you. I'm throwing the question to you. I'm throwing the question to you now. Tell me, what type of trend is this? Nobody's answering. Let me check. I'll call names now. I'll call names. I'll call your names. I'll call names. Oh, what's that? Give me a minute. Okay, so someone eventually talk in the chat box. Someone eventually talk uptrend. Someone said an uptrend. Damlela said an uptrend. An uptrend. Is there an uptrend? Yeah, I've seen those of you guys that you just conclude your boot camp. You have not been talking. I've seen you don't want me to say if I call your names now, it's gonna be something. After a bearish reversal, change of character from down to uptrend. How? Those of you that you just concluded your boot camp, this is a text for you now. This is a text for you now. This is what type of market is this? Let me try to help you. Let me try to help you. This is what I want you to focus on. Forget about the other thing. So what type of trend is this? What type of trend is this? What type of trend is this? It's currently ranging, correct, Ahmad? Uptrend. Someone said uptrend. Currently, market is ranging. You can say an uptrend only if I try to zoom the chart like this. You can call it an uptrend. So I don't know how to pronounce your name. This particular that I said is an uptrend. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I shall know that you say it's an uptrend. Jacob, yeah, Jacob. You can only call it an uptrend if I zoom it in like that. But Ahmad actually got this correctly, and I think Ahmad is also part of those people in the boot camp. Yeah, are you also part of them, Ahmad? I want to know because this particular guy, Jacob, I know you are actually part of the bootcamp student. There's one particular guy as well. I've not seen his name. Kelvin. Okay, Ahmad, yeah, good. You're also part of the bootcamp student. Good. So, Kelvin, you are not saying anything. I will start calling your name. You don't know me. You have to learn by fire by force. That's me for you. If you are my student, I always challenge you. Kelvin, you did not talk. Next question is actually going to be for you. So you can only say if I zoom this like this now, yeah, Jacob, if I zoom this thing like this now, you call it an uptrend, right? Definitely it's an uptrend, right? But when you now have something like this, if you still say that it is an uptrend, you are right. But the thing is, when you have markets, when you look at the market for like 2 or 3 days as a day trader, 2 or 3 days, a market is still ranging. You consider that particular the recent price action. Yeah, let me put it that way. You look focused on recent price action. You see everything that have happened in the past. It's just for you to make reference. Like, okay, where is market moving towards, and where is market coming from? Let me try to explain to you like that. So if you are to be looking back at what has happened in the past, like 2 months or a month or even 15 days ago, you are to look at, okay, where is market coming from? Where is market going to? Let me show you. Let me try to delete this first. Let me show you now. This particular one you are seeing here. This particular one from this low. If you actually zoom out here now, you see that market is coming from this low. This low. The uptrend started from this low to this particular region. So if you want to know where this low actually reacted from, that is when you now zoom back. Okay, where is this low actually reacting from? This low is actually reacting from this particular OB here. So that is when you look back. If you look back, you see that it's a perfect order block. It's a perfect order block. Yeah, it's even one of my sweetest entry candle model. This is a double face candle I always use. Like this particular candle you are seeing here. I always use them for my entry, most especially on gold. So now the fact that we are still on 4 hour time frame, so you are checking the trend, right? We are checking the trend. So we've seen that okay, market is coming from a very, very sweet order where that's gonna push price to the upside. Now, currently now, market has failed to push price for how many days now? For if you check this particular this thing you are seeing a one first day, second day, this is today, yesterday, this was Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So for good 15 days, market has been ranging. That is what you are to pay attention to, the recent market price. This is it now. The recent market price. So this is the where we started counting the 15 days. Market has been ranging for a good 15 days. So that means even if you check actually what from April 15, April 14 to when? Till May 4. It's actually 15 days, right? So that means market has been ranging at this particular spot. So what is the next thing you're going to draw on your 4-hour time frame? You look for your support and resistance level. So this is the support, this is the resistance level, and obviously this is the support level, right? So we don't need that. It's only if I want to be trading support and resistance that I only focus on that. But I don't want to trade support and resistance for a specific reason. I always look for trending market. So as for me, even the fact that this particular, those people in the boot camp, you understand the fact that I teach you guys when market reach a particular support zone, what you should do. You should switch down to 1-hour time frame and you wait for candlestick confirmation or something else like change of character or uh market structure shift. You get. So this is a 1-hour time frame. Now look at this particular candlestick formation. These three giant candles, like three bullish candle at a time, which indicates a what? A reversal, right? If you study the candlestick pattern very well, it indicates a what? A reversal. So at the time market reaches support level and it form a candlestick confirmation, you have to pick your own entry, right? This is for those people who are swing trader, right? So you have to pick your entry at 55 pips, targets the next psychology level, which is something like this. This is about 1.1 to 6, and it should be 1 to 2 or something. Or you can even target the next resistance level, which is market is moving toward this particular zone, which is going to give you about 1 to 4 RR. It's a very, very sweet one, right? But if you are a day trader, you switch to 15 minutes time frame, you look for entry, you are still going to see your candlestick formation there. So the fact that markets keep this particular Friday to Sunday, right? And market has been forming this particular candle that formed within this time is what we call the bullish engulfing pattern. If you check very well, this particular pattern here, even here is a bullish engulfing pattern before market jumped. So everything actually formed inside this PO, inside the support level. So as for me, GBP card is no trade for me because I did not see my structure. If I want to be a scalper, that is when I will leave. I will check my structure from 15 minutes here. So I'm trying to like give you different types of trader. You can decide to choose any one you want, like you want to be. So as for me, I'm telling you the one I will do, and I'm still giving you an options you get. So this is a push, and I'll wait for a valid break. I'll wait for a valid break of this particular region. Let me show you the region. After market enter this particular zone, push up. I'll wait for a valid break of this high. If I see a valid break of this high, that is gonna give me a what? If I want to be very, very straight with the smart money course that I trade, I'll wait for a valid break or structure. I'll wait for pullback. Probably this might be used as inducement, or if I say an engineer inducement, I'll just pick my entry again and I'll go for the buy. That's exactly what I would do if I want to be a scalper. But all these things is not going to happen today. All this break, retest, mitigation, and continuation is not going to happen today. It might happen probably tomorrow or next tomorrow. It's still going to be part of scalping. But as for me, that I'm a day trader on a 1-hour time frame, market is still ranging for me. So I don't have any trade yet. I don't have any trade yet. You see, I don't have any trade. Even if I have a trade, yeah, I might even have a trade on a 1-hour time frame. Exactly what I'm going to waiting for, even as a scalper. This particular thing that I draw here, that's exactly what I wait for. I wait for this shift, or I'll call it break or structure. I will even call it shift to the upside because market has been coming down, and the moment I saw a shift, which is going to change the downtrend to uptrend now, I'll wait for retracement to this region and I'll buy from here. So exactly what I'm waiting for GP card, but for now, no trade. I'll be waiting. So let's check another one. GBP JPY, one of my favorite pair. One of my favorite pair is GBP JPY. GBP JPY, I love it a lot because he always like I don't know. He always give me sweet, sweet entry. So let's check 4-hour. Let's see what happened on 4-hour. 4-hour is bullish. How did I know? Yeah, it's bullish because market has changed sentiment. The only zone at which I'll be looking to sell GBJPY is this particular high. And market is yet to reach this high. So this particular high. That's the only zone I'll be expecting to. This was the zone I was expecting to sell before. It was actually a mitigation zone, but you see, market has already retested and sell off, right? Market has retested and sell off. So the sell-off is either going to be mitigation of this demand, and market will push again. So market is very, very dynamic. If you have studied a whole lot of things, you are going to know what you are doing in the market, right? So this was on Friday that I called this trade. This was bullish, right? We have checked bullish on what 4 hour time frame. So let's go to 1 hour. Let's go to 1 hour. This is 1 hour now. So 1 hour. This was on Friday, I think. Yeah, on Friday or Thursday. Yeah, Friday. I called this buy. I call this buy. Let me check. It's actually on 15 minutes time frame. I want to quickly explain the reason why I called the buy. This session is going to end in the next 5 minutes or 7 minutes. Let me see. So I'm just showing you. I believe you guys are learning one or two things. Yeah, I want to know in the chat, but just tell me if you are learning one or two things. It's very, very important. Learning is very, very important. Don't just wait for my signals or whatsoever. Because sometimes I might just take a trade, I will not drop signals. That's just the fact. So the reason why I picked this entry is based on mitigation block. Those that are my students, they will understand this mitigation block. I've taught you guys. So everything I taught is actually works on the chart, and I use them on the chart as well. It's not about me just teaching you. Is what I've used as well. So I said when we have an aggressive break to the upside, and inducement is very close. Inducement is very close. So we use this particular zone as mitigation, right? And market continue the buy. That's exactly what happened here. See what happened here. See now, exactly what happened here. When markets come here, market come back to mitigate this, break structure aggressively. I will even say this was a break, and this was the first pullback. This was the break, and exactly what market mitigate this and continue the buy before it's actually drop. Right? This is it now. If you remember that I taught you this, most especially those that I just finished the boot camp with, if you remember that I taught you this, let me know in the chat box. If you remember that I taught you this entry model, let me know in the chat box. Let me know in the chat box. Tell me this particular entry models, mitigation entry, like mitigation block. That was the reason why I took that trade on Friday. I think I dropped it with the community group as well. I enter at market execution myself. I enter at market execution when market reach here. So I dropped the limit order in the signal group, but the limit doesn't get triggered. But I personally have entered from this zone when market was very close to my entry. So this was when I entered my own. The screenshot is still there. Go to the group and check. This was where I enter my own. Yeah, this was where I enter my own, and my stop loss is just 25 pips. My take profit is just 2.6 or 2.5 RR. So this is how I hit full TP here. Full TP. So if you actually looking for my trade entry as well, you will see that this particular candlestick, especially when I used to enter my trade, after this hammer candle, first thing is hammer candle, and next thing is a bullish engulf pattern actually occurs. And if you combine these three candles together, you see that it's an evening candle, which is a bar. It's a morning star, not evening. It's a morning star. Is a morning star, which is also a bullish reversal candle. First is an hammer, second is a bullish engulf with this double candle. Now, with all these three candles together, is now a what? Is now a morning star candle, which is a bullish reversal. That's one of the reasons why I took this particular trade. Basically, after this bullish closed, and I wait for market to reject a little bit, put my market execution, enter a trade, and target this liquidity zone. This was the liquidity zone I target. That's about 2.6 hour. So it's very, very sweet. Like learning. Learning is very, very sweet. So I'm expecting your response. Oh. If you remember clearly that I taught you this entry, let me know in the chat box. If you remember clearly that I taught you this entry. This guy has gone away. I wanted to call his name. He has gone away. He has gone away. All right, I've cited two of you guys who actually joined the boot camp. I've cited you. Yeah, I taught you guys. Ahmad, yeah, good. Abubakar, good, good. Yeah, so is everything I taught you guys actually work on the chart. It now depends on you to look at it with your eye, with your deep, deep eye, you know. So that's just my own analysis for this week. Yeah, I've told you guys what I'll be looking for. On this JPY, this is what I'll be looking for. I'll be looking after this mitigation zone has been respected, I'll be looking to buy the from the other block. Where is the other block? Let me show you. This was my other block. This was supposed to be my other block, but it has been mitigated. So yeah, one of these days I'm gonna teach you guys mitigated and unmitigated other block, where you have another block that's been mitigated and another block that's not been mitigated. So this one has been mitigated. And if you even notice this one after this break, this one come back to mitigate as well, right? So this particular one has been mitigated as well, this one again. So now all this zone has been mitigated. The only one that's left is this particular region, this particular one here. So this particular one is one I'll be waiting to buy GBP JPY from. The fact that overall trend is buy, you get. So this is the zone I'll be expecting to buy GBP JPY, GBP JPY. So I'll give you about 5 pairs now. I think I've given you about 5 pair. I've analyzed about 5 pair to which is enough for you for this week. If you are not greedy, if you are patient and you are not greedy, so you are good to go. 1 hour demand zone. So yeah, this is what I'll be expecting. I'll be expecting when market reach here, I'll switch down to 15 minutes time frame. Okay, let me switch out back to 1 hour. So we see the clear OB. So you see the clear OB right here, right? So you see the clear order block, the last bearish candle before the impulsive buy. So what validates my order block? Number one is this particular region is a sweep of liquidity. This particular region is there's a sweep of liquidity here, right? After a sweep of liquidity, this particular order block is one that is next to a fair value gap. And after a fair value gap, now this M3 model has become our inducement, now has become our internal liquidity. This one has become our inducement, which is the internal liquidity, IDM. So now I have everything that I needed. The only thing I'll just do is when market reach here, I'll wait for entry confirmation and I'll start a buy. So that's just simple as that. Trading is not hard. Don't take things hard. Simplicity. Yeah. Simplicity is what makes you profitable in trading. If you are trying to trade every move, if you are trying to look a lot of things, draw a lot of things on charts, you're gonna lose a lot. See, like my own chart is very, very clean. I don't draw too much things. I just identify. If not that I'm trying to teach at this particular time, you will not see me drawing everything with the look of my own eyes. The only thing I can probably use is this particular uh box that I'm going to identify my 1 hour demand zone. So I've marked all these demand zone left behind because I was expecting the drop. I was expecting a drop last week. One market was ranging and creating a sell movement. I'm expecting a drop to at least the first demand zone or this second demand zone. But now market has given us a pump to the upside, which I'm going to be expecting to buy from here. You get. So that's just it. That's just it. If you enjoy this training, if you enjoy this training very, very well, I want you to what I want you to do. Nothing much. Whenever I drop the record, just go to my YouTube channel, like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So the moment you like this video, the benefit of liking my YouTube video is that you're gonna push it to a whole lot of people aside the community group. It's gonna the YouTube algorithm is gonna push the video to a lot of people, and the moment they are watching, they are going to be getting access to a valuable information like this. Not only you getting access to it alone, they're going to be getting access to the valuable information, and they are going to have access to our community, and our community is going to be growing like that. So that's how we grow the community. Yeah. All right. This is going to be the end for this afternoon live session. Probably we might host another one tonight. Yeah. I wish we host another one tonight, but I'm not that occupied with some other thing. Inshallah, we're gonna host another one. So yeah, that's all. Go to your charts and go and practice. Go to your charts and go and practice. That's just it. So see you tonight, guys.